We eat everything we sell. That's one thing. I mean, it's not really common. Like, I think a lot of people sell food that they think will sell because it's popular, or they think will sell because it's got an interesting angle to it. But we like the things that we eat, and we everything we sell, we taste. Everything we sell has been in our kitchen at one time or another. I started at Zingerman's in 1992 after graduating. I applied, I think, for the night cleaning crew, but got scooped up into catering, which at the time was shipping things from time to time.
And then I needed a job as a freshman in college in 1994 and started out in the bread box, that little stage right in the small little deli, and immediately started to learn about breads and cheeses and olive oils and all those things that my mom told me I was a snob for liking.
Part of it was we both made our jobs. Like, you know, we made the business, we started this thing from scratch, and then Brad one day said, you know what, I'd like to write and find food for a living. I'm like, okay, let's make that happen. Before we even taste, almost always if you see people who do this for a living, they turn the jar around and they look at the ingredients. So if sugar's up near the top, corn syrup's up near the top, you got a signal that something's going wrong.
It's like 85% mandarin. It's juicy.
Yeah, as we're tasting something, or at least as I'm tasting something, the first thing that goes through my mind is, would I eat this? Do I like it?
Yeah.
So if it's something I would love, if it's something I would share with my family, and usually those things are yes and yes if it's going to end up on our shelves, and then I kind of think through the experience of a customer receiving that.
So the ratio of things that we taste to what we put in the catalog is probably like 25 to 1 or 100 to 1.
Yeah.
So we don't want to be Amazon. We don't want to sell 100 different tunas. There are a lot of good tunas, but there are a few that are just exceptional, and that's the ones we want to sell.
Today we are going to the apartment of Hawa Sain, and she is the woman behind Bas Bas Somali Foods. Here in Brooklyn, she makes tamarind sauce and runs this cilantro coconut sauce. It's amazing. She escaped Somalia during the war. She had to split from her family, grew up in Seattle.
And she's doing like home cooking. Like, this is basically like Somali home cooking sauces. So this is the kind of stuff that is right up our alley.
When you sit down and eat food with someone, there's a connection that's made that crosses language, crosses age, and you start to connect with that person, and then that food becomes more a representation of that person, and then that's what you end up selling, and that's what you really end up loving, is the people behind it.
Go for it.
Yeah, not bad.
That's what I want out of a peppermint bark, man. That's it.
How hard is that?
All I want.
It's not hard.
I want it crunchy, I want a little sweet, and perfect.
Yeah.
My breath is fresh, it's great.
Not hard.
Not hard at all.